Your body is talking to you all the time through cravings, weird sensitivities, those dips in energy. It's constantly sending signals. But let's be honest, in our crazy busy lives, who has time to listen or even figure out what it's all about? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to decode some of those super common signals, and we're kicking things off with the very first meal of the day.
All right, let's talk breakfast. We've all had it drilled into our heads, right? It's the most important meal of the day. But is that actually true, or is it just something our parents said to get us to eat our cereal? Well, let's skip the old adages and look at some cold, hard numbers. Because honestly, what the data says about skipping breakfast, it's pretty eye-opening.
So first up, we're talking about that really stubborn belly fat. The dangerous kind that hangs out around your internal organs. And get this, people who regularly skip breakfast, they are 31% more likely to have it. It's like without that morning fuel, our body's metabolism just gets all out of whack and starts storing fat in the worst places.
And it doesn't stop there. The chance of being overweight in general, that jumps to a whopping 48%. And it makes total sense, right? You skip breakfast, and by the time lunch rolls around, you're absolutely starving. So what do? You grab whatever's fast and easy, and you probably eat way more of it than you normally would. It's this vicious cycle that really, really adds up.
And here's the real shocker. The likelihood of being obese is 44% higher for people who skip breakfast. Wow. So all of this really points to one thing. That first meal of the day isn't just about filling your stomach. It's about setting the stage for your entire day, your metabolism, your energy, and the food choices you're going to make later on. Okay, so skipping meals is one thing, but what about those signals our body sends that are, like, impossible to ignore? I'm talking about cravings. You know exactly what I mean. That sudden, intense, gotta have it now desire for something sweet. Come on, we've all been there, right? You've just had a great filling lunch. You should be totally satisfied. But then, like clockwork, you're rummaging through the pantry for a cookie or a piece of chocolate. So what is going on there? What is your body actually trying to say? Well, get ready for this, because the answer is probably not what you think. That super strong craving for sugar could actually be your body screaming for protein. Yeah, seriously. It's not a moral failing or a lack of willpower. It's a genuine biological signal that your last meal was missing a key ingredient. So what do you do when that craving hits? Well, here's a super simple, kind of weird trick you can try. Seriously, next time it happens, just put a tiny little crystal of rock salt on your tongue. Then drink a glass of water. A lot of the time, the minerals in that salt can just hit the reset button on that craving and make the urge go away. Pretty cool, huh? So a sugar craving might actually be a signal for protein. It's a classic case of a misunderstood signal. And that brings me to another huge topic where our bodies send some really confusing messages. Food sensitivities. You hear it all the time now, right? People suddenly reacting to things like wheat. But is gluten really the bad guy everyone makes it out to be? I mean, listen to this. It perfectly sums up the confusion. Someone might say, if I eat roti or bread one day, the next day I'm coughing. It feels like something is stuck in my throat. Think about that. For decades, you eat something with zero issues, and then, bam, out of nowhere, your body starts fighting back. You feel bloated or congested or worse. What changed? Well, here's a massive shift in perspective for you. What if the food didn't change, but your body did? What if the problem isn't with gluten itself, but with your body's ability to actually handle it anymore? And this is the really fascinating part. The why. The idea is something called exhausted enzymes. Okay, so picture this. You have a little specialized team of workers in your gut just for digesting gluten. If you send them the same job, breaking down wheat, every single day for years and years, eventually that team just gets burnt out. They get depleted. And when that happens, the food doesn't get broken down properly, and that's when you get the gas, the bloating, the skin problems. It's not the food's fault, the cleanup crew is just exhausted. You see? All of these things, the weight gain from skipping breakfast, the sugar cravings, these sudden food issues, they aren't separate problems. They're all signals, and they're all pointing to one incredible, powerful truth about the amazing system you call your body. It is just a magical machine. Seriously, I think it's time we completely change how we think about our bodies. What if instead of seeing it as a list of problems that need fixing, we started seeing it for what it is? This absolutely brilliant, marvelous piece of engineering. It's not broken. It's incredible. I mean, just think about it. It's a self-healing machine. You get a cut and it heals itself without you doing a thing. It's fighting off germs right now that you don't even know about. And it's a self-sufficient machine. It has this deep inner wisdom that is constantly working to keep everything in balance, to keep you healthy, to keep you alive.
This is a belief that can change everything. My body knows how to make everything I need. It really does. It has the blueprint. It knows exactly how to function. Our job isn't to micromanage it or force it into submission. It's just to listen, give it what it needs, and then get out of the way and let it do its magic.
Okay, so if our bodies are these magical self-healing machines, that's great. But what do we do with that information? Like, what does that look like in our day-to-day lives? How do we tap into that wisdom? Well, here's the best part. You don't have to completely blow up your life. You don't need some insane, grueling new health plan. The real secret is just to make very small changes. That's it. You can get absolutely huge, life-changing results from tiny little adjustments. So instead of fighting your body, try this. Instead of seeing it as something flawed or broken that's always letting you down, try seeing it as a gifted, incredible machine. And instead of ignoring all those signals we've been talking about, just try to learn to love and respect it. It's about moving from a battle to a partnership. And when you do that, your body will thank you for it. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. After everything we've talked about, what is your body telling you? And what is the one small change you're going to make?